What's up, guys? That's right, another pickup video. The rate these are going and the rate of me picking things up, I'm going to have to start doing pickup videos almost every week because I have just been scoring so much stuff lately and I've barely been spending any money at all. It's mostly trades, leftovers from lots that I bought a long time ago, or even gifts, like my Christmas gift that had a lot of stuff that had doubles of. Yeah, I still have a bit of trading stuff left, not as much as I did before because I've been doing so much, but I've scored a ton, and this pickup video is kind of a special one. I just threw a shit ton of pickups together, and you know, usually I have like 8, 10, maybe up to 15 things to show. This one's probably got close to double, or I don't know, maybe not double, but the amount of quality items is really good, and there's just a lot of stuff from a lot of different places, a lot of different trades. I am going to start this video with a shout out though. Pathological Gamer, dude's name is Mike, and he's a really nice guy. I talked to him online quite a bit, and he decided to actually gift me a game, and that has only happened one other time on this channel, really. My buddy Jake has actually given me a couple games before, but yeah, just, you know, some I don't want to say some random viewer, but I didn't really know him before he started watching my videos, and now we talk all the time. And thank you very much, Mike, for giving me this. This is really cool. He gave me a complete inbox copy of World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck for Sega Genesis. And really cool looking game. I have to admit the Mickey Mouse games look pretty cool on this system. And I've actually played a little bit of another one. I can't remember which one. Castle of Illusion or something like that. Maybe it's not Castle of Illusion. This one's got Illusion in it. I don't know. Anyways, manual's kind of beat up, but no big deal. And the cart is in like excellent shape. So thank you very much, Mike. Be sure to check out his channel, Pathological Gamer, and we also did a collaboration video, and that was on our top 10 favorite PS2 games of all time. So be sure to check that video out as well. I'll share a link with that, and I'll put his channel in the description below. So I'm having a hard time talking today. You guys are just gonna have to deal with that because this is going to be a long video, and you know what? I am not going to redo it. Okay, so, World of Illusion. Awesome. Really cool game. Only played it for a few minutes, but it looked pretty darn sweet. Okay, so this next pickup's kind of got a little weird story. I'm at work one day, and these two guys come around the corner. I'm just stocking stuff, and they say, hey, you guys want to buy some video games? And I'm like, yeah, oddly enough, I do. And they're like, yeah, somebody on the other side said you wanted to buy video games, and we sold some to a coworker of yours one time. And I was like, oh, weird, news to me. So he just had a couple handheld games, and I ended up buying one of them right away, or two of them right away, and then got two more later on, met them somewhere else. Anyways, there was nothing hugely special. I don't even remember what the fourth game was. It was something cheap, and I actually traded that already. But the three that I did get are Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt on DS, which I've never actually played a minute of. The next one was Pokemon Sapphire for Game Boy Advance. It's a legit copy. The time-based events battery is, of course, dead, as usual. It's a little gunky inside, and I still actually need to get the tool for opening up the Game Boy Advance carts. I don't have that. I have the one that opens up most other carts, but not that. And then the last one I got from random dudes selling random games randomly to me. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood on Game Boy Advance. Now, from what I've looked up and seen of this game, this is actually kind of an RPG, so I might hold on to that one. I'm not sure if I've decided to trade that one or not, but I think total I spent 15 bucks, and there was another game in there also. So that was a good deal. Okay, so the next things I have for you are going to be, let's see, just two random pickups from a game store. I picked them up, a game store in Ashland. It's called Zeppelin's. Really nice owner, really nice workers. It's just one of those game stores you actually want to hang out in, but it's a really small game store, but pretty cool. They're very fair with their prices, and they give you a good deal on trade-ins. So I traded in a couple things, and I actually got one other thing from that trade. Or, yeah, trade. I'm going to show that in another video because it relates to something else that I want to do with this video in the future. But anyways, what I did get was Faxanadu on NES, and it's in absolutely like mint shape, so that's pretty cool. I haven't had Faxanadu since I was a kid. It's a side-scrolling RPG for Nintendo. It's kind of like Zelda 2 or like Ys 3, but not quite as good, but decent. And the other game I got that I was really super excited about was Front Mission on DS. Now this game I have been looking for a while. I really like Front Mission. I had never really played any of the games before, but randomly I saw gameplay footage of it. I thought Front Mission was something totally different for some reason, and yeah, tactical RPG with mechs. I mean, how could you not like it? It's really time-consuming though, and it seems like there's a lot of emphasis on upgrading your mechs and upgrading weapons, and it's very strategic, and it seems like there's just a lot of modifications and upgrading, so it does take a lot of time. So I haven't really delved too deep into that game. I'm in the middle of playing a few RPGs right now, so... Okay, so, random pickup. I don't even have a PS3 yet, but I wanted a PS3 pretty much for this game. I know there's a few other ones I want, like 3D Dot Heroes, I think is the one that looks like Zelda, that's like all pixelated. I do want that and a couple other games, but this is Tales of Xillia. I haven't really played a lot of the Tales games, to be honest, but this is one that I've always heard is very good. And I'm looking for Tales of the Abyss and a couple others, but Tales of Xillia I pre-got for my PlayStation 3 that I don't quite have yet. I will eventually get one. I'm just very slow at getting new-gen consoles, and to me, PS3 is still very new-gen, so pretty cool, though. That is my first PS3 game. Okay, so the next thing I have for you guys is actually kind of a sizable trade that I did with a guy named Rob. Now, Rob on Facebook does not go by Rob. His name is Wolf Spirit, and he does all kinds of things online. I just want to give a little shout out to him. He's a huge fan of Dungeon Fighter Online and does all kinds of stuff with that online. There's a fruit fly flying around over here. It's very distracting. And I don't eat fruit. Anyways, so he does the Dungeon Fighter Online. He actually has done a couple playthroughs of video games. He did a really cool playthrough that is super high quality of the first Metroid for NES, and it's just got black metal behind it. No sound effects or music from the game. The game's muted, and he's just got awesome metal. One of the bands that's playing in the background is Hidden, which is pretty cool, pretty obscure band. But anyways, Werewolf Spirit hooked me up with an awesome trade, and it was an unconventional trade. It was not video game for video game related material. It was actually metal related stuff for video game material. I gave him a couple vinyls he was really looking for. One was a Leviathan vinyl, 10th sublevel of Suicide, if any of you guys are metalheads, and the other thing was a Leviathan Krebane split. He also got a few other CDs with that too. There was one item I was really after of his, and I made it quite clear that I very much wanted it, so I was willing to trade him some fairly rare stuff for it, especially since I don't really listen to vinyl as much as I used to. In fact, I don't really listen to vinyl at all, so, and I have Leviathan on CD, so whatever. Okay, so, starting off the trade with him, I got a few Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, and they're really awesome games. And one of them was label replacement. This one's actually got a torn label a little bit. Dragon Warrior Monsters for Game Boy. Dragon Warrior Monsters. This is an addicting game. This is really fun. If you like Pokemon, you'll like this. I'm actually not the hugest Pokemon fan, but the mechanics of Dragon Warrior Monsters seem a little better. It's very similar, though. You basically capture monsters, and your monsters fight in a party, and you can breed them with other monsters, blah, 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 and you can do it forever. Dragon Warrior Monsters, very cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit these games over here. I'll put them right here. And the next one was another Dragon Warrior game. Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 for Game Boy. Awesome game. This is actually how I beat Dragon Warrior 2. I've never actually beaten Dragon Warrior 2 on NES. I have it, I just haven't beaten it yet. So yeah, I've beaten Dragon Warrior 2 on this. And it also includes Dragon Warrior 1, which is, of course, awesome. Now, the next one, another Dragon Warrior game, Dragon Warrior 3 on Game Boy Color. Amazing. This is how I beat Dragon Warrior 3, actually, back in the day. I have never beat Dragon Warrior 3 on NES. That is the last one I needed for my collection. I got it a few months ago and just haven't really had time to play it yet. I will beat that one, though. I want to beat 2 and 3 on NES, and that'll be all of the Dragon Warriors on NES. That would be awesome. So, okay, so, oh yeah, I was actually going to say something about this. So the label on this is perfect, and I already had this. In fact, I have Dragon Warrior 3 in the box, complete. Very, very nice shape, but for some reason, even though everything else is in there and in super nice shape, the label was completely faded on my old cards. So this replaced mine, and now I have an extra copy up for trade. Anywho, okay, off topic a little bit because I just mentioned up for trade. Today's comment, if you could, please leave a comment in the comment box. I really love reading those, and I read every single one of them and respond to every single one of them, or at least I try. What do you guys think of me having a trade video? Scott from JHMDF, Scott Squatch, he does trade videos once in a while where he just shows off like a bunch of cartridges or a bunch of things that he has that are up for trade, and then at the end of the video he scrolls through a list of stuff that he's looking for. Mine would be huge. But anyways, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's something I should do, or do I just not have enough viewers to actually pull something like that off? I'm kind of weary of doing it because I don't want to just look like a dumbass and be like, hey, all this stuff's for trade, here's my video, and then nobody responds. So depending on how you guys respond, and hopefully you guys do respond, let me know if that's something I should do. Back to the pickup video. This was interesting. From Werewolf Spirit, I also got Samurai Deeper Kaio for PlayStation, but this is a Japanese copy, and it's very minty. It's very cool. I've never played this game. It looks like a fighter, and it looks amazing. But yes, this is a Japanese copy. Really freaking cool. It was just kind of thrown into the mix, so that's pretty awesome. Another thing I was eyeballing of his was Tales of Symphonia Chronicles for PS3. Again, I do not have a PS3, but I will eventually, so now I have 2 PS3 games just waiting to be played, just waiting for a PS3. And Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World for Wii. I actually had my eye on this for a while. It was on my want list for quite a while. I don't have too many RPGs for Wii. I should say I didn't have too many RPGs for Wii. Now I have a few. But yeah, very cool game. Thank you very much, Rob, for that. There was actually one more thing that he sent me, and it is by far the coolest. This is what I was after. Game Boy Advance SP 101 unit, and it's a blue one, and it has this amazing GameStop charging stand where you just plug in your regular Game Boy Advance charger into the back. This plugs into the unit and you charge your thing like this. Awesome display piece. You guys might have even seen it on my shelf before, but yes, this is where I got it from. I got it from Mr. Werewolf Spirit. Thank you very much, Rob. I very much appreciate it. He is thinking about helping me out on my channel and doing playthroughs for me because I'm having such a hard time and so many issues trying to get game capture footage. I don't know what's up with that. He's having a really hard time with that, but he might actually provide some gameplay footage for me, and then I can do my reviews off of that. So we shall see what the future holds, but once again, thank you very much, Rob. Awesome, awesome trade. He really was happy about the metal too, so dude, hell yeah, dude, keep it metal. Alright, so moving on a little quicker now too, because I'm running out of time here. I'm going to go ahead and move on to a funny story for how I got Ogre Battle 64. Ogre Battle 64 is a game I've been after for quite some time, and I just couldn't quite put my hands on it. And finally, I got it from a guy on Facebook that is really nice. I've talked to him quite a few times. In fact, we had many conversations. His name is Wes, and he got traded Robo-Trek for Super Nintendo. Very fair, very even trade. We were very happy with the trade. The only shitty thing is when I mailed his package off, I mailed it with another package. One was going to Florida, one was going to California. Long story short, the clerk accidentally put the same address twice on 2 different packages in the computer, and so the label that it spit out actually said Navarro, Florida, to another buddy of mine that I did the trade with, and or Navarro, Florida, wherever the dude lives. And so both packages ended up going to Florida. And this package bounced back and forth between cities in Florida for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then it came to California, and then it went back to Florida. I finally got a hold of somebody in Florida that worked at the post office, and they had them actually dig for this package. They dug for the package, and about 3 weeks later, Wes got his copy of Robotrek. By the time he had gotten his copy of Robotrek, he had actually already found another one. I felt terrible, but of course he had a really good trading fodder extra copy, and he was totally cool with it. He knew it wasn't my fault, and I got a very nice copy of Ogre Battle 64. What's also funny about this story is he knew I wasn't playing any kind of like foul play or anything like that, so in the meantime we worked out another trade and actually shipped it to each other. Got that trade before we even got Ogre Battle resolved, and it was crazy. But the other trade was actually 4 items I got from him. I'm only showing you 2. Now, just like the other item I mentioned earlier that I got with Xanadu and Front Mission, he gave me 2 items that I'm going to be featuring on a totally different video, and hopefully you guys' curiosity is up about what that is. But he traded me 2 other things as well. So the 2 things that I am going to show you are Cybernator for SNES. Pretty freaking awesome game. If you've never played Cybernator, but you've heard of Metal Warriors, which should be the opposite, but you never know. I actually got Metal Warriors first, but Cybernator is very much similar to that. You're a giant mech. It's freaking badass. You can hover, jetpack. Awesome. Gotta rush through this, sorry. The other thing I got from him was Contra Hardcore. Hell yeah. Complete in box. Or wait, I think this is actually missing manual. But, yes, so Contra Hardcore, thank you very much, Wes. You're awesome. Thank you for your patience with Robotrek. That was freaking weird. That sucked, man. The postal system, Jesus Christ. They couldn't just figure out by looking at the actual writing, because I wrote the address correct. They even verified that. They couldn't figure out by the writing that it actually was supposed to go somewhere else. They just looked at the label like over and over. I don't freaking know. Okay, so before I show my last trade off, I'm going to show you something really freaking cool, and that is something I've been after for a while. You may have seen it in the corner of my videos if you really paid attention, but I got a Jungle Green N64, and I got it with expansion pack, and it is very clean, although when I got it, it was not very clean. Now, it is in perfect shape, but this had been sitting in somebody's shed, supposedly, for years, uncovered, and it had spider webs inside the machine, so I had never taken an N64 apart before, but that was my training. Stripped the entire thing out, cleaned it with a toothbrush, fine-combed through it, and now it is beautiful, perfect condition, works fan-frickin-tastic, and I've just been on the search for just a colored N64. I really want the orange one. I think it's Atomic Orange, or no, is that Atomic Purple? Yeah, I don't remember what the orange one's called, but yeah, I want the orange one eventually. But yes, I am very happy with this. Now, it did not come with the Jungle Green controller. It came with a regular green controller, which was in terrible condition, and it came with the off-brand controller, which was in great condition. I had another controller, a beat-up one. I can't even remember what color it is. I have it around somewhere, but I stripped out the joystick from that one, which was in really great shape, but the rest of the controller was in shitty shape. I've never done this before either. This was a first. And I switched out this entire middle section, and now I have a perfect condition Jungle Green controller. I found this with another lot that I bought, and that may show up in the pickup video as well. So anyways, Jungle Green N64 with controller. Found the controller like literally within a week of getting the system, or maybe a week or 2, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yes, very happy about that. What is very interesting about the actual console is I got this console with Conker's Bad Fur Day and another game. The reason I'm not showing Conker's Bad Fur Day is because I already traded it off. That was just a game I couldn't hold on to for very long. I've had a couple copies of that game, and they just fly. I'm not that interested in the game, so I usually just trade them. I traded that one very quickly, so I can't show you that, but it was Conker's Bad Fur Day, Ready to Rumble Boxing, and the Green N64 for freaking $55. And the dude was like, I couldn't get Conker's Bad Fur Day to work. I was like, I don't care, I'll get it to work somehow. Because either way, this was worth 55 bucks. So, okay, last thing I have for you was a trade. Sorry this video is so long. This came from my buddy Jake. I've traded with him so many times on this channel. He's become a namesake pretty much. He's going to be on almost every episode. He's going to be mentioned for a trade probably. But first of all, randomly, he gave me Star Trek Starfleet Academy manual. I think he's the one that I actually got the game from. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he traded me that game a long time ago. Not a long time ago, a few videos ago. So that was cool. He also sold me Valkyrie Profile Lenneth for PSP, complete in box, for $5. Dude, thanks for the hookup, dude. That's a really good price. That is awesome. Final Fantasy Adventure came with a trade. It was part of another trade. I've honestly done so many with him. It's really hard keeping track of what I trade for everything, but Final Fantasy Adventure is a game that I used to have a long time ago, and I did not realize that it was the prequel to Secret of Mana, and Secret of Mana 2. This is basically Seiken Densetsu 1, I guess? But anyways, and yes, I probably totally butchered the pronunciation of that. I'm sorry. Anyways, Final Fantasy Adventure, really freaking cool. Thank you very much, Jake, for that. There are 2 more games I got from Jake, and these are pretty impressive. Actually, one is not really from Jake. He just bought it for me, and I paid him back with a trade. He was buying a couple reproduction carts, and I wanted one reproduction cart so bad because of the Happy Video Game Nerds review of it. Please check out the Happy Video Game Nerds review of Sweet Home for NES. Now, this game is freaking amazing. I wanted this so bad as soon as I saw that review. It is a Japanese horror RPG for NES that was deemed a little too hardcore for American audiences. I have not played it a whole lot, but supposedly there's a plot twist or something really fucked up happens in it, and it was way too much. There was no way they were releasing it to American audiences. It is perfectly translated. It is an amazing game where you have 5 characters. Each one has an item. One has a key, one has a candle, one has a vacuum, one has a camera, and one has something else. Damn, I can't remember. But anyways, oh, a meta pack, so you can heal. And so you use these 5 people and can switch between them and have them in your party and have others not in your party. And you can go around this mansion trying to solve this, or trying to get this treasure or something like that. I can't remember exactly what's going on, but it's freaking amazing. So amazing. Check out Happy Video Game Nerds review of Sweet Home. So badass. So thank you, Jake, for buying that for me and letting me trade something to you. Offhand, I cannot remember what I traded to him because, as I said, I've just traded him so many things it's kind of hard to keep track of. Okay, now this was one of the Holy Grail games. This is another one of those times where you guys are going to see a very big smile on my face. Just thinking about this gives me a smile. Actually, smelling it gives me a smile because it smells like fabric softener. Supposedly, when Jake got this game, it smelled like pee. Nobody knows why, who knows why, but Jake put it with a bunch of fabric softener for a very long time, and now it has a very pleasant aroma that has probably stuck with it forever. But I don't care. It is amazing, and it's in pretty good shape. Label's a little dinged up in a couple spots. You won't really be able to see it on camera, but here is Castlevania Dracula X. Holy shit, dude. I really didn't think I would get this game. I mean, I knew I would eventually get it, but I didn't think I'd get it so soon. I picked up Earthbound, and then the next big one was Evo, and then the next big one was Metal Warriors, and I was like, what is next? How am I going to get the next one? And Jake really helped me out with that one. He swore that he would not trade this game until he beat it, and he beat it. He kicked its ass, and kudos to you, Jake. This game is very hard. It is amazing, though. Excellent music. I'm not sure I like it quite as much as Castlevania 4, but it's very close. Very, very close. I could see me getting later on in the game and maybe thinking that I might change my mind a little bit. I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? Is Castlevania Dracula X your favorite, or is it Castlevania 4? I don't know. I say Castlevania 4 by that much. But yeah, crazy to get either way, and I am incredibly happy because I love Castlevania with a vengeance. I have so many Castlevania games. I'm going to have to redo my Castlevania collection video. But yeah, that's my pickup video for you guys. I'm sorry it was so long, but as you can see, I picked up a lot of really high quality stuff with a lot of really good trades. Good purchase here, a couple random little purchases, mostly all trades. But yeah, I'm so happy about Dracula X, and I'm very, very happy about a few other games. Sweet Home is freaking amazing, and really, I think honestly the thing I'm most stoked about is PathologicalGamer's gift. Thank you very much, Mike. Again, that is so cool. I never thought I'd get a gift on my YouTube channel from a viewer. That is freaking amazing. That's so cool. That blows my mind still. I'm very humbled. Thank you very much. Check out Pathological Gamer's channel. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos by me, please hit that subscribe button. It's down there, and it's reddish, and it says subscribe-ish. Actually, it's red, and it says subscribe, but whatever. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you want to see a trade video from me, and let me know which Castlevania on Super Nintendo you guys think is best. Thank you very much for watching, and keep rocking the retro games.